Welcome to 5.7, Construction and Proof. Okay, so let's review the constructions you already know. You know how to construct a circle from 1-7. You know how to copy a segment from 3-6, bisect a segment from 3-6, and bisect an angle from 4-6, copy an angle from 4-6. So today we're actually going to learn 3 constructions. Okay, the first of which is drawing a perpendicular through a point. Okay, so just a reminder, this is the symbol for perpendicular. It's like an upside down T, and then the abbreviation for point. So this says perpendicular through a point. Okay, so first we start off with a line or segment. I first sketched it and realized I didn't use my straight edge, so I in fact did fix that it is a straight line. And then a point P. Okay, so here's my line AB and my point P, and I need to construct a line that passes through point P and makes a perpendicular. Now remember, what is the definition of perpendicular? It is a line that passes through the other line at a 90-degree angle. So you're also learning how to make a 90-degree angle. So you might want to write yourself a note here that this is really a 2-in-1 deal for you. Perpendicular and a 90-degree angle. So we are not drawing this. We are not sketching this. We're not going to guess and go, oh, my graph paper says that's 90 degrees. I can go ahead and just draw a line. Done. No, we're going to use our compass and straight edge, and that is all. So first step is you want to put your pivot point on P, and you want to make sure that you can draw 2 intersecting eyebrows with your compass. So here's my first one, and then I'm going to go to this side and make another one. Okay, so now I have 2 new points on line AB, this one and this one. Alright, those points are now going to be where I pivot those. So let me just label those points because your book does it also. So this is C and this is D. So I'm going to move the point of the compass first to C and then to D and make intersecting arcs above and below. So let's start with point C. Okay, and you see, look, I go through this point, that's perfect. But now I need to pivot that down. And I'm going to do the same thing here. So this should touch point P also, which it does. Perfect. And now, remember, 2 points make a straight line. So I've got point P and this new point that I just made down here. And look, it happens to just line up awesome on my graph paper. So I know that I did it right. There's my perpendicular. Now remember, this is a 90 degrees that I just made. Okay. So that's your first construction. Your second construction for today, which is construction number 7, is a 45-degree angle. Now, with the 45-degree angle, your first step is going to be to drop the perpendicular. Remember, half of 90 divided by 2 is 45. So I've got to go ahead and make a perpendicular. I'm just going to draw a point because I already know how to do that, right? If I do a point, so let me measure. We're going to just basically do the construction we just did again to start. Okay, so here's my perpendicular I just dropped. Okay, now I'm going to bisect one of these angles. These are all 90, so if I do an angle bisector, I'll have a 45 degrees. We should hopefully remember how to do a bisector, but in case we don't, let's review. Okay, I'm first going to draw new eyebrow markings on my angle. Okay, then I'm going to measure between there with my compass. So from there to there, and then change my pivot. This is hard to do without moving your paper, just saying. Okay, so now I've got my straight edge. Oops. Now if I measure, this angle and this angle should be congruent, and they should both be 45. Alright, now our last construction is going to be to construct an equilateral triangle. Now, an equilateral triangle has 3 angles that are all the same measure. If you remember, they are all 60 degrees. So this is also another 2-in-1 for you. This is a 60-degree angle. So you now are going to learn how to do an equilateral triangle and a 60-degree angle. Okay, so first step is, do you want to decide how long you want your sides to be? I started with a line and a point. So now I'm going to take this point. That's not very good. Let's try that again. Actually, I'm going to do the whole thing. This is why I started with ink. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I want my triangle to have this side length. From here, here's my new point. This is now point B. Okay, now I need to make a point C, which needs to be this distance. So I'm now going to go ahead and pivot up to where my new point of my triangle is going to be. Change my pivot. Now with my straight edge, I should have three equal sides. Okay, so there's my equilateral triangle, and now these angles are all equivalent and they are 60 degrees. Okay, so for your whisk summary, I do have a summary for you today. I want you to first construct a 120-degree angle. And second, say this is for whisk, I want you to explain how you constructed it. In words. So complete sentences. Explain how you constructed the 120-degree angle and actually construct it. So you're going to want to take a picture of your construction so I can see it, and if you want to just take the picture of your words as well, that's fine. You can type that separate in the email. I don't care how you do it, as long as I get all the information. So it's just 2 steps, and I will see you in class.